Hello all my miniature loving friends on the interwebs, I'm Doc Eon. It's another Monday and I'm here to ramble about my miniatures. It is today, Monday, the 4th of July, 2022. So happy 4th of July to my American viewers. To everybody else, it's just another Monday. But we have here a total of, I haven't counted them, a bunch of finished minis. Actually, most of the stuff that was started last week is done. There's a few still on my workbench, so to speak. You'll see them later. But if we start here with the Viking miniatures from Hassle-Free that I finished. Not sure how they're gonna look up close, but you know, I think they're okay. As I've mentioned, the thing I see as the issue with these sculpts is a lot of the detail is extremely fine, and I don't have the patience or the single hair's breadth brushes to actually bring all of it out, so it is, some of it is just kind of hinted at with some sloppy work. Oops. Here we have the new mini for my Warhammer character when he's using sword and dagger. In the back we have Bones, Reaper Bones from, I think all of this is from the Kickstarter, from Bones 5. And I don't recall actually if some of it is from the Dungeon Dwellers box. Could be. I think most of it is from the core set. Like, I do remember that one of these trolls is from Dungeon Dwellers and the rest are from the core set. So we have a few halflings. We have the Plague Doctors, which I tried not to paint black, but at least rather subdued colors. We have a Succubus. We have an Elven Ranger, and we have a Lady Knight. And then we have the 4 trolls in the background. So, yeah. Pretty good haul for this week. And, of course, there will be close-up still pics of everything at the end of the video. Let's go on to look at works in progress. So unfortunately not everything I started is done. I still have these two guys, the character minis, to do, and the 3 siege weapons. You can see that I've done some base coats on the wood and also an undercoat of black for all the parts that are going to be metal, and I've also painted the ropes different color and an undercoat of brown for the shields here. They've got to all be different colors. So it's not that it's difficult. None of this is hard. It's all very easy stuff to do. It's just that there's a lot of it, and so it's time consuming. And that's why it's taking a little while. But we'll definitely get all of this done by next week. So let's look at what's new on the docket. And on this table we have all the newly primed stuff. We have the Kaiju Chaos. As you can tell, like I said, it's about the size of 2 owl bears. Not much of a kaiju. But oh well, we have the dinosaur people, and in the back we have a bunch of various characters and that owlbear. Some of them have had a layer of shade applied after the initial priming, so that you know, the details show a bit better. But I haven't really gotten any further than that. So everything is still left to do on these. And there's quite a bit of stuff here. Let's see, that's 5, 9, 17, 18 new models. And this one I haven't shown you before. This is the last of the hassle-free minis I got a few weeks ago. And he's leaning a little bit much to one side. I wish I could say that this is part of his attitude, but it's really just because I did a shitty pinning job of pinning him to this resin base. But, you know, let's say happy clouds, and yeah, he's meant to lean like that. It's, let's pretend it's intentional. It doesn't look too bad. And the reason this guy it took so long for me to get around to painting this demon is that I wanted this particular base for him, and I was out of those bases. I had to order some more. And I wanted that particular base because it's the same type of base I used for the previous naked incubi and succubi in the hassle-free range. So I just wanted them all to look similar. Anyway, I will start working on these, and hopefully some will be done by next week. Well, I bought some more minis. I did my monthly order from Reaper, and it has arrived during the past week. So let's see what we have here, shall we? First off, we have the bonus minis. We have Lars Ragnarsson, who's I suppose supposed to be a kind of Viking dude, and then we have a doctor in the Chronoscope range, like a modern day, or in this case 1920s perhaps. So Lars was the bonus mini everyone got, and this physician is the one I chose for my extra. And then we have a bunch of stuff. We have the Constable, which is supposedly a dwarf from the Pathfinder range, who is intended to be the player character for one of the other players in the Warhammer campaign I'm playing in right now. And then we have a Knight Templar and another Knight, the Knight Templar and the Templar Knight, who are both knights with maces, and this is for my player character in that Warhammer campaign when he's fully armored up. And I got both of these because he uses a mace, and these were the only ones with a mace and chainmail in the Reaper range. So they fit his equipment exactly, and I couldn't decide which one, so I got them both. And I'm going to paint up one of them in his colors, and the other, don't know what will happen with that. Then we have a Centaur, or Centaur. There's another one here somewhere, yes. So we have two Centaurs. These are for my collection. These are the two Centaurs from Reaper that I didn't have before when I painted up a few others. And the point of them is eventually they'll be used for my Kingmaker campaign, but oh well. Another monster, a Naga. This one is named. Don't know why. We have some Fey creatures. We have a Satyr, or Satyr. We have a Dryad, Lorelei. We have a Nereid, which is a water nymph, and a Naiad, which is another word for water nymph. I think maybe Naiads are supposed to be ocean nymphs and Nereids are river nymphs. I'm not 100% certain. I can't recall off the top of my head. And finally, there's a wizard named Thaddeus Greytower, which is going to be an NPC for the Rights of the Runelords campaign. And then finally, they again tossed in a couple of bonus minis I didn't ask for. Some bone stuff. There's this wolf, really big wolf, probably a dire wolf. And there's a snake man. They're the snake people. This range is called the Nagandra. So, what am I going to do with this pile of stuff? Well, I'm going to start prepping it for next week. All except the snake person, because the snake person, I decided I want a unit of these, and there is one more from, I think, exactly this model in the core set from Bones 5. So I'm going to combine this with that one, and then I'm going to order some more snake people and paint them up as a unit. So that means I'm putting this guy aside for the moment. It, or he, she, it will be temporarily put off. But I need to keep working on the Kickstarter, and as I think I've mentioned, during the summer when I have more time, I want to work on the really big minis because, well, they take more time, and so while I have more time. And this is possibly the biggest, certainly the chunkiest of them all. This is the War Mammoth. You can see the body here with a little tail and the flanks and some armor on it. See, it was so big it made my camera fall over. Well, there's a lot of parts. We'll put them together and see what happens. Anyway, that was this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Click like if you did, or even if you just followed along this far. Subscribe if you haven't done so, comment, and above all, I'll be back here a week from today, same day of the week, same channel, same Dakian. But now, I'm signing off.